Dealing with the lower back pain? You've come to the right place, my friend. Namaste and welcome back to my channel. I am Presha. This class is a yin class for lower back pain, to relieve the pain and to give it some time and space for easing down the pain. We will be holding poses for a longer duration in this class. Also, please know that since the poses will be held for a longer duration, there might be moments of silence where we just observe the stretch, how we are feeling in the body. So just know that I will be there with you in the class all this while, but there will be moments of silence to just be present with whatever we are feeling. We will be using a light blanket. You can also grab a bed cover if you like, and 2 yoga blocks. All right, roll out your mat and let's get started. So in a yin class, we hold poses for a longer duration, as I've mentioned that before. Usually it's a great idea to time yourself in a yin class, and since we are doing this class together, you don't have to worry about that. I'm here to time it. So every pose will be held for a certain, for a certain time frame. I'm not going to be looking at my watch or my phone to see the time, to make sure that we are holding poses for a certain duration, but I'm going to be counting breaths. So again, in silence, I'm not going to give you the numbers. So counting breaths, we'll be holding each pose for 20 breaths. All right, let's begin in cat and cow first. So come on all fours, spread your fingers, knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders. Inhale, arch your back and lift your tailbone, pushing your chest forward. Exhale, round and chin to your chest. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale again, arch the back. And exhale, round the back. And come back to center. Thread the needle now. Take your right arm through. And drop the right shoulder down, right side of your head down. And if you feel this is uncomfortable, you can slightly come closer. So almost like going into a child's pose, taking your hips back a little bit, and you can come closer with your right arm closer to the left knee. Okay, so you can shorten the distance between your hands, arms, and your leg. And then keep your knees and your hips in one line. Another option is to use a block and rest your head on the block. So explore different ways to make the pose comfortable for you. Then slowly slide the left hand back if it was extended. Come back on all fours. Take 3 cycles of cat and cow again. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale again, arch, pushing the chest forward. Exhale, round. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Then come back to center and thread the needle. Left arm goes through. Left side of your head down. Hips and knees in one line. Option to keep your right hand the same way or extend it forward. And staying here for 20 breaths. Nice, and then come back to center and take a step forward with your hands and slowly lie down on your belly. Nice, and now from here, keep your elbows under your shoulders, coming into a Sphinx pose. Palms facing down, roll your shoulders down and back away from the ears. And in that Sphinx pose, use a block on the highest level or the second level, your choice, and rest your head on the block. Then slowly lifting your head up, turn your palms and your forearms with your fingers pointing to the corners of your mat. Press your hands into the mat and lift your elbows up into a seal pose. We're just going to be here briefly, not for 20 breaths. Then exhale, bring your elbows and your forearms down. And then from here, bring your hands next to your chest. Inhale, lift up. Come on your knees, and we could have actually placed this blanket earlier in the first two poses as well to support the knees, but nevertheless we're going to use it now. So place the blanket on your mat and take your knees wide. Bring your big toes to touch. Again, option to use a block here. Rest your forehead on the block. And rest your arms and your elbows down on the mat into a child's pose. And then slowly lift your head up. And let's come sit down on the mat, on the blanket. We're going to bend into both the knees. So first extend your legs, then bend into your left knee and your right knee. Frame the feet down, then just drop your left knee down to the left and thread the needle. Again, take your left foot just below your right thigh and cross your right foot, take your right foot across the left thigh, and don't keep the knee up, just let your knee drop slightly down, okay? So you're almost on the outer arch of your right foot. Now from here, both your sitting bones down. We're going to hold on to both our blocks and frame the blocks into a structure like this, lowest level and the highest level. Inhale, lengthen through your back. Exhale, hinge forward. And then rest your head on the block. If you have more yoga blocks and you would like to give this structure a little bit more height, then you can place 1 or 2 yoga blocks under the block which is on the lowest level. And they would also be on the same level, the lowest one. Perfect, and lift up with your head and switch sides. So we are just going to do the same thing, right knee down, right foot slightly to the left, long edge of the mat. Take the left foot across the right thigh and just gently let the knee go down. Sit up tall, take an inhale. Exhale, hinge forward with your hips. Again, use the block structure to rest your forehead. Nice, and lifts, then lift the head up, blocks to the sides. Bend both your knees, keep your feet on the edges of the mat, frame your hands back, and bring your knees slightly in, closer, drop your knees to the left, few windshield wipe, and to the right. Once more. Nice, and then coming back to center, we're going to now lie down on our back. Bend into both your knees, frame your feet down. And lift your feet off the mat, bring your knees together, put your hands on your knees. And with your hands, now trace circles in one direction. And you can feel this, when you do this movement, you can feel this in your lower back, like a gentle massage. And trace circles the other way. Nice, and coming back to center, extend arms and legs to a Shavasana, closing your eyes. Then wiggle your toes and fingers, bringing awareness in the body. Roll out your wrists and your ankles one way and the other. And stretch and reach your arms above the head. Take a full body stretch. Perfect. Then turn to one side and pause. And slowly come up to a seat. And with your hands to your heart center, big deep inhale through your nose. And big sigh out through the mouth. Thank you, friends, for practicing with me. Hope you find some relief with the lower back pain and you feel good. All right? Take care. I'll see you again in another class. Om Shanti.